were being followed. Gymnastics didn't do enough to educate its staff, members, or athletes about protecting children from abuse. And when safeguards were in place, it failed to ensure that they were being followed. That's what a former federal prosecutor found in her 6-month investigation into how USA Gymnastics handled sexual misconduct complaints. A, quote, complete cultural change is needed throughout USA Gymnastics, Deborah Daniels says in her 100-page report. The governing body says it's already accepted the 70 recommendations that Daniels made. USA Gymnastics hired Daniels last fall to review its practices and policies following criticism of its handling of sex abuse complaints, including allegations against longtime team physician Larry Nassar. Though USA Gymnastics was an early leader in child protection, Daniels says her investigation found that the governing body had not kept up with current best practices. While members and clubs were encouraged to adopt policies to help prevent abuse, Daniels found there was no obligation to do so, and no penalties if they didn't. Many of Daniels' recommendations, which include immediate reporting requirements and allowing third-party reports of abuse, would have occurred anyway as a result of the newly created U.S. Center for Safe Sport. But Daniels says USA Gymnastics will have to be more proactive with private clubs, gym owners, and coaches, using their membership as an incentive to adhere to child protection policies. Daniels says the safety and well-being of athletes, rather than medals, must be the top priority for USA Gymnastics.
Over 125 victims reveal massive child molestation conspiracy and cover-up within USA Gymnastics. Predators were protected and the children were sacrificed, a victim and former USA Gymnastics participant noted after coming forward. By Matt Agarist, August 21, 2017. A massive case involving over 100 women and girls is shining a light on the horrid sexual abuse and cover-up taking place within the USA Gymnastics program. For decades children were sacrificed and their abusers protected, according to one of the victims. Last week, former gymnast Rachel Den Hollander called for a regime change within the organization. Den Hollander is one of more than 125 victims, including U.S. Olympic champion and 3-time gold medalist, Ollie Raisman, who are coming forward with evidence of cover-ups and abuse. As USA Today reports, in a joint interview with USA Today Sports and the Associated Press on Saturday, Raisman said revelations of widespread abuse by longtime team physician Larry Nassar and the reaction by the governing bodies has colored how she views her sport. The people at the very top, that work at the office every single day at USA Gymnastics, they need to do better, Raisman said. It's making me sad, she added. I'm here to support my teammates because we got inducted to the Hall of Fame and I'm here to support the girls who are competing. I love the Olympics, I love gymnastics, I love the sport. But I don't support how USA Gymnastics is handling everything right now. Advertisement. As The Guardian reports, Nassar spent nearly 30 years as an osteopath with the USA Gymnastics program and is now in prison in Michigan after pleading guilty to possession of child pornography. Nassar is still awaiting trial on separate criminal sexual conduct charges in addition to being sued by over 125 women in civil court who claim he sexually assaulted them under the guise of treatment. Read more. School cops lose jobs for tasering school employee while playing around. Den Hollander and another former gymnast, Jamie Dansker, are demanding the leadership of USA Gymnastics be removed immediately. The painful reality is that no one on the board of USAG can be trusted on the issue of sexual assault, Den Hollander said. Culture of abuse at USAG had created institutional dynamics where over and over again predators were protected and the children were sacrificed. According to ABC7, they are asking for USAG Chairman Paul Parilla, Vice Chairman Jay Binder and Treasurer Bitsy Kelly to be removed. The gymnasts are not only accusing the leadership of ignoring the suspected abuse, but trying to cover it up. No one from USA Gymnastics has apologized nor accepted any responsibility for Nassar's assaults on dozens of USA gymnasts, Dansker said. The board denies covering up the abuse of over 125 girls, however, the odds of that many girls all conspiring to form a false case are fairly slim, not to mention all the cases of abusers who've already been sentenced. In a statement to ABC7, the USAG said, "We are confident our board officers will continue to lead us through the coming months while we strengthen our culture that has safe sport as a top priority throughout our organization." What people don't realize is that this doctor was a doctor for 29 years, Raisman. Whether or not he did it to a gymnast, they still knew him. Even if he didn't do it to you, it's still the trauma and the anxiety of wondering what could have happened. I think that needs to be addressed. These girls, they should be comfortable going to USA Gymnastics and saying, "I need help, I want therapy. I need this." Read more. 50 years ago the US covered up an Israeli false flag attack that killed 34 Americans, wounded 173. What these former victims are exposing is also backed up by an investigation by the Indy Star, which revealed that top executives at one of America's most prominent Olympic organizations failed to alert authorities to many allegations of sexual abuse by coaches relying on a policy that enabled predators to abuse gymnasts long after USA Gymnastics had received warnings. According to the investigation, USA Gymnastics would not disclose the total number of sexual misconduct allegations it receives each year. But records show the organization compiled complaint dossiers on more than 50 coaches and filed them in a drawer in its executive office in Indianapolis. During a 2013 lawsuit, 2 former USAG officials admitted under oath to routinely covering up sexual abuse allegations. Because of this case, the contents of all the complaint dossiers mentioned above remain sealed. The Indy Star is seeking to make them public. The reality is that USAG officials have been raping and abusing girls for decades, and they were allowed to do so under the cover of the organization. Only after a handful of the predators became so active in their abuse were they caught by law enforcement. One such case, involving William McCabe, revealed how USAG covered for him for nearly a decade while he preyed on young girls. Multiple complaints were swept under the rug as the man preyed on children, despite one gym owner warning the USAG in 1998 that McCabe should be locked in a cage before someone is raped. He wasn't arrested until the mother in the 2013 lawsuit went to the FBI with concerns over McCabe emailing her then 11-year-old daughter. Read more. Police chief still collecting paycheck after arrest for 50 counts of child rape. As the Indy Star reports, McCabe was charged with molesting gymnasts, secretly videotaping girls changing clothes and posting their naked pictures on the internet. He pleaded guilty in 2006 in Savannah, Georgia, to federal charges of sexual exploitation of children and making false statements. He is serving a 30-year sentence. The price of having one of the best gymnastics teams in the world is apparently steep. Shelley Haymaker, an Indiana attorney who represents abuse victims in child welfare cases, said USA Gymnastics' approach sickens her, according to the Indy Star. USAG may not have been the hand that ultimately abused these innocent children, Haymaker said, but it was definitely the arm.
Hey, Sheriff, we have a question about why your office, your intelligence division, is investigating private citizens for criminal investigation that happen to be activists that are overseeing your department. Why would you have your intelligence division investigate private citizens? We have done...
for life hating so much.
Sir, we don't hate anyone. We love freedom and we love American people. And government is out of control. That's why you're seeing such a revolt nationwide. Why can't you just answer, why is Susan Edwards, your intelligence division, investigating private citizens? This should not happen.
Are you here to apply for a job?
Possibly I might be applying for a job, but that's irrelevant to my question. Why would you ask that question?
Well, enjoy the fair.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Excuse you?
Excuse me, sir.
So those of you that haven't
Wow.
been on a bike before,
Sheriff's getting a little too pushy. You work for us, Sheriff. Just keep that in mind. At one time we respected you, but not with that type of attitude.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and I found that I had to make a change this ending on my videos, letting you know about the channel and fair use laws, you know, how we can report on other people's reporting and how it's good, how it's bad, etc. But you guys can look it up yourself. It is legal. It's in there. But like I've told you before, that I've been cut off from making money on YouTube for 4 years. It's really weird, bizarre, but they cut the money off, but they said you can keep the channel, and now YouTube makes all the money. And if you get bored, plug it into Social Blade website, and you'll see that they are making a huge amount off the site. Right now it's at 63 million views, 53,000 subscribers, almost 3 million views a month. You know, trying to wake people up, and I make nothing. In fact, I got a customer that's ex-congressman. He said if I could ever find a lawyer, sue YouTube on it. But because this is nuts, 4 hours a day, and to save America. You know, but at the same time, it's worth it. Look at what our founding fathers did. They died for this country. So, but getting back to the money part, this is why I'm redoing the video. Is my dream of everyone giving $1, and it's going to be $53,000 a year, or if they did Patreon, which you know, can be monthly. that is not working. That'd be great if it did. Nothing is perfect. And I appreciate the people that do donate, you know, what they can on PayPal. And there again, I'm letting you guys know that is not much. Is, you know, monthly is, oh my god. So anyways, yes, you cannot live on it. It's very, very, very low amount. But the dollar things, I do appreciate that. But when I first said everybody give $1, that's not working. I'm just letting you guys know it's, yeah, that dream. Everybody gives $1. 53,000 subscribers, it's not working. So yes, if you can give more than that, you know, I appreciate it. Like I said, you know, I'm in a unique situation where, you know what, we're already debt free, and I'm not rich, but with the little business that we have, I am able to do what I am able to do 45 hours a day, you know, letting you guys know what's going on. In 4 years, I've did the whole thing myself. 12,000 videos on there. I literally get emails where people are like, holy crap, I never knew it was this bad. And it is this bad, and it's getting worse every day because we have the internet, we have cell phones, we have cameras everywhere now, and it's just disgusting what's going on. And then, as you guys know too, now we got Trump, we got Jeff Sessions doing a war on drugs, and now he wants to go after the forfeiture laws again. It's just unfreaking real. So if you can give more than that dream of everybody giving $1, yeah, that old video, that's not working. They're not. They're just not. So anyways, if you can give more than that dream is not working. Hardly anybody is giving. There you go. So that's why I'm remaking the video. If you can give more than that would be great. And there again, like I said, the Patreon's there. There is some people on there that are starting to give, but there again, it's very, very low. And like I said, I don't want to get rich off of that. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing because, you know, it's still so stinking corrupt. It's not even funny. My court case that I'm going to be paying out of my pocket myself with Charlotte County's coming up. They illegally looked me up and then posted all my information on LEOAFFAIRS website. They basically doxed me, however you want to say that. I forget what the word is, and they outed me, man. And that information on that site went out to 500 sheriffs, deputies, people that work at the jail, etc., etc., etc. So yeah, it is very, very scary, but we're going to do a federal case, 1983 case, violating freedom of speech. We have 17 cameras in the house now. We got 2 cameras in the car. I always carry a camera plus a cell phone. A lot of people are highly recommending I get a vest now. If I could, if the wife would let me, I would run for sheriff. We are trying to push the thing nationwide right now. Where just to mix it up and to get the topics out there is register to run for sheriff, NPA, no party affiliation, as a write-in, and that is completely free, and you can participate in the elections. And there's a lot of stuff. We got a guy, James McLinnis in Pinellas County, Tampa, who almost won. He experienced the corruption himself. The story is unbelievable. Look him up. It's mind-blowing what they did. It pissed him off. He is very, very smart. He has way more money than I did. He ran for sheriff at the last 3 months last year in 2016 and almost won. He got all of the black vote. And the reason why he did that is because he ran in, I will not bust, we're in Florida, I will not bust anybody for weed anymore unless it's an ungodly huge amount, like pounds. And then he also ran in no more victimless crimes, no more of this freaking road pirate bull crap. And then he was going to cut the budget by 30%. And when you think about that, you can. If you stop the road pirates, you can get rid of a bunch of people. Gone. So, the wife has been saying, yes, I can, yes, I can't. So I don't know. We're trying to find somebody that can do it because I am busy doing this anyways. But, so I'm making a video, like I said, that $1 a month from everybody, you know, for 53,000 subscribers, that is not working. I'm just letting you guys know. Absolutely give way more than $1 a month. If you can, I appreciate anything. By the way, remember too, when you give that, PayPal takes like freaking 15 to 20%, so it's even worse than that. But, and there again, like I'm letting you guys know, it's way, what I get is very, very low. Appreciate it. but it is very, very low. Can't live on it. I'm just, you know, I'm working, and that's what I'm working on. And that court case is going to cost a buttload of money. That's federal court. Just the filing fees and the depositions that we're going to be doing with this corrupt cop. So there's another reason to give. We are going to be doing a deposition with this very corrupt. He was in a drug squad. He is a bad guy. He's on steroids. We heard steroids are rampant here. That's why their attitude is so bad. And we are going to get him on video, and it will be on YouTube. So that case alone is $5,000 just to bring it to court, and that's my money out of my pocket. So there's another reason to give, and give way more than $1 if you can. So keep that in mind. This is the new video, and I see, God, I talk a lot. It's already 7 minutes, but had to make it just to let you know the $1 a month from everybody is not working. They're not doing it. So if you can give more than that, please. So thanks. Keep it up. Share, like, subscribe, tell your friends, send me your videos on corruption, and I'll post it.